Battlefield 3 is leading a gloriously destructive charge on Xbox Live. No other game plays quite like it, with a chaotic mix of 4 infantry classes, tanks, jets, helicopters, and more, all working together to create a chaotic but breathtaking symphony of unpredictable combat. Now, in this week's Insider Moves, we'll chat about a few features and mechanics in Battlefield 3 that change the way we approach each match for the better. With me here today to help explain is none other than Larry Herb, Xbox Live's Major Nelson.
That's right, Ryan. I will be your chopper pilot for this episode. I want to start with a simple but powerful addition. The Recon class now carries a radio beacon. Now, think of this as your mobile spawn location for your team on the map. This is huge, especially when playing the attackers in a rush mode. If a Recon class can get behind or right alongside enemy lines and put this bad boy down, you and your teammates can parachute right on top of the objectives.
Very true and even more effective. And it raises another good point, because the radio beacon will actually remain even after you die. In fact, this applies to a lot of equipment. For example, if I put mines down as an engineer to shred a tank, those mines will stay put even if I'm killed.
Speaking of which, in Battlefield 3, vehicles like tanks are now disabled before they're destroyed. So be very careful. A disabled vehicle can still bare its teeth, opening fire with any of its weapons until it explodes. Be aware of this and put the extra shot into disabled vehicles to polish them off.
And now for my favorite new tool in the game, believe it or not, it's the bipod. Provided you have a bipod unlocked for your gun, you can deploy it when you're prone or up against a flat surface by aiming down your sights with the left trigger. Once deployed, your accuracy is through the roof as the bipod absorbs most of the recoil. This is an absolutely enormous change. When defending a position in Conquest or an MCOM station in Rush, the bipod really is a game changer in Battlefield 3.
Now, for everyone wondering where on earth the jets are, you're probably playing Rush mode, but what we have found is check out Conquest mode. If you're looking for a good dogfight, check out Conquest.
Now, another common question is, where on earth is my hardcore mode gone? Don't worry, it's still in the game. When you go to find a match, choose server browser rather than quick match. Then click down on the right thumbstick to customize your search filter. Just turn on hardcore in the filter and you can drop right into that higher damage, more realistic match.
And now back to the action. One of my favorite features is spotting. This simple feature is really important. If you press the back button when looking at an enemy, you'll highlight them for the team to see. That's the little orange triangle above their head. There is a small but important change, though, in Battlefield 3. In order to keep them highlighted, you need to keep them in your sights. Even if you're not shooting at them, it's still worthwhile if you have friendlies in the area to take them out.
Another big change is the health system. If you wait long enough in Battlefield 3, your health will return to 100%. This was not the case in the Bad Company games, and it makes a world of difference. It's still much faster to use a med pack if one is available, but if not, at least you know you can be fighting fit if you wait just a few more moments.
And finally, if you're new to the franchise and you're just hoping to be effective from the get-go, we have a couple of suggestions. Ryan?
Well, to me, it all really comes down to what you're doing. What's your role? Are you attacking a capture point or an MCOM station, or are you defending one? Now, if I'm defending, whether in Conquest or Rush, my default class is support. One, a light machine gun on a bipod, as we said, is very effective in a defensible position. Two, I can resupply my defending teammates with ammo. And three, I've got C4 for eliminating enemy vehicles.
Now, if you're on the attacking side, especially in Rush, it makes a little more sense to default to the assault/medic role. Remember, the attacking side is reliant on how many tickets it has left. You lose a ticket every time someone dies. However, if you use your defib paddles with the assault class to revive someone, you'll hold on to that precious ticket. The more tickets you retain, the more pressure you can put on the defenders.
Of course, there is a world of different ways you could use each class, but those two approaches are good default approaches when you're just starting out. We hope you've enjoyed these suggestions for Battlefield 3. Thanks everyone for watching Inside Xbox.